Yo, 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 what's going on out there? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boys, the Rise Podcast, with your boy, Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon to you guys. Glad to see y'all in the chat, always supporting us. And I appreciate the all the ones that do come in and watch us and support us. I appreciate that. And this is why I do it. You gotta love what you do, and if you don't, you're wasting your time. And you gotta have something passionate about what you do. And boxing is my passion. I love it. And I want to continue to cover the sport, continue to contribute to the sport as much as I can, well, what my power or what I got in me. And I always say, if y'all go and do something, make sure y'all talk to somebody that's going to give you good sound advice, tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And let me get the sponsors out of the way. Don't forget, on your way in, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share the podcast on different channels. And let's continue to nick and gnaw until we get to a place where we need to get to. And shout out to Coach Calvin for giving us the platform to be able to talk about the sport we love. And on that note, let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes, first ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions, redesigning minds one mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibad.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, shout out to www.narslipgallery.org. Go over to Damari page, support him in his boxing journey and his merch. He's an artist in and out the ring. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Also, shout out to www.miakillerb.com. Go over to her page, support her and her boxing journey and her merch, and keep her in y'all prayers for her speedy recovery back to the sport. I'm sure it's going to be exciting. Can't wait to see it. Shout out to Richie for always with the intros and edits. R.I.P. to John Boy. R.I.P. to Miss Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki, a.k.a. Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy. Shout out to EOE Education Over Everything, my brother movement. Shout out to Just Do Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News, Stretched Out Boxing, Pro Soul Boxing, clothing line and boxing gear, AO clothing line, Richie Threads, Under Armour, thanks for all that you do. Four Corners Boxing featuring Maurice and Jenny Jones, Miss Mona, Miss Melody Queen 27, Miss Yaya, all of y'all guys for always supporting us. Appreciate y'all. And last but not least, the Official Gear Boxing. All the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Box Raw. Shout out the Stretched Out Boxing, Miss Mona, D33284. How y'all feeling today? I didn't get to see the fight last night, but shout out to Jesse Bam Rodriguez, becomes a 3 division champ with sixth round KO. Shout out to him. The topic is Jesse Bam Rodriguez becomes 3 division champ with 6 round TKO. You don't see it, Malaza Consobor. You don't see it. Let me know if you see it or not, champ. Because these computers be acting crazy, you know. So just let me know if you see it, champ, or you don't. You ask and at the topic. People say they be hitting the notifications. They don't get it. These computers been acting up. But shout out to Bam Rodriguez. And next, it's Inouye. It's Inouye. Shout out, great finish, body shot. I don't get to watch a lot of him, but from what I see, that he is a game fighter. He lets his hands go, and shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Let me see if I could pull him up. Yeah. See if I can pull him up. Okay. Melazar Consobor. Vargas was clipping Bam Rodriguez, and Bam dropped Vargas twice. Was a good fight. Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I was trying to catch what was going on, but I didn't get a chance to see it. But like I say, shout out to both of those guys. Two warriors to step in the ring like men and leave it in the ring. And it was a good fight, man. To see two solid fighters fighting each other is always a good thing, you know. Fighting the top level competition in your division is huge. It's a huge thing. So yeah, so and Vargas looked like he was game. I'm watching now, I'm putting it up. I got the fight on, try and watch it and get an idea. Oh, yo was on Bam early. Yeah, man. Bam had to weather the storm. This wasn't he had to bite down. Bam caught him in the mix in the 5th round when he was swinging for the fences. He was swinging for the fences. He smothering. Bam knew he got him hurt in the 5th round. He smothering Jesse Holden. All right, y'all, let me bring him in. Y'all know him as Mr. Will, but I call him Papa Smurf. He always gonna give his opinion, his take. He done been around the sport uh uh way longer than I have. And he always give his opinion and his professional take on what he see and what he thinks how fighters look. And everybody got who they like. You might like butter pecan ice cream. They might. I know some people say they can't stand butter pecan ice cream. Some people like strawberry. Some people like chocolate. But one thing people gotta understand: you got to agree to disagree, and it's okay. You like what you like. People like who they. I don't see where all the anger and the name calling and the disdain and the hate. And I don't know, man. But any old way, let me bring him in all the way from his house, Baltimore, Maryland. The one, the only, the hit man, Papa Smurf in the building.
What's happening, Squeeze? How you feeling? Can you hear me?
Now I can't.
Oh,
It
okay.
takes a while for my computer to
Oh, okay.
come in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
I got enough. I gotta get that other computer I got set up. Um,
Yeah.
Miss Yaya sent me a computer. I
Okay.
gotta get her to set it. I gotta get somebody to set that one
Mm.
up. Maybe that one will work better than this one. That's a computer. This is a Chromebook one. Miss Tanya gave me. Um, Miss Tanya gave me this. May she rest in peace. She gave me this one, sent me this. But yeah, he got a mind of his own sometime. I don't know if it need to be cleaned out and up there. I don't know about that computer stuff. But nevertheless, we here. I hate that to do that stuff at work sometimes. Everything is computers and emails and Gmails and downloading these apps, and I just get tired of it, to be honest. What's going on, Mr. Will?
I can't house Squeeze. I enjoyed that Bam Rodriguez card last night, man. You know. Well, I tell you, the co-main event and the main event, both of them were real good. They were real good. I mean, the fight before that was good too, the women's fight,
Oh,
but I didn't catch all of that.
okay.
But what I saw was good.
Oh, okay. Well, break it down then. Everybody want to hear. I ain't get to see him.
Um,
I was in here calling Z's.
Man, I can dig it. I'm serious. I definitely understand that. You know, but the co-main event was what was that guy's name? Boy, what was his something Cardenas and Martinez. That was the she
Co-main.
and yeah, that was the co-main. It was a rematch.
Oh, I heard of those names.
Yeah, and the last one ended in a draw. Well, last night it was pretty evenly matched. I would say up until midway through the fight, and then the guy Cadenas, he was the champion, by the way. Put his foot on the gas pedal, man, and he separated himself from then on, and cruised to an easy unanimous decision win. But yeah,
but the guy that lost,
yeah,
um,
Martinez.
Martinez, might have lost from what you telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Might have lost far as wins or loss, victory, getting his hand raising up, but it sounds like he won in the sense of he completed 12 rounds with a
This is the strange.
top-notch opponent.
This is the strange part. Now they said and still champion this, that, and the other for Cardenas at the end, but it was a 10-rounder. I didn't understand that. I've never seen a championship bout bill for 10 rounds. I've never seen that before.
That might have been a contractual agreement. They do that from time to time.
Yeah,
That was an agreement on both sides,
yeah,
probably to help one of the fighters, which is,
maybe.
sounds like the underdog in the fight, which
Yeah,
was the opponent.
yeah,
To me, from my
yeah,
boxing knowledge,
yeah.
that's what it sounds like to me. And the champ and his people's probably say, "Hey, okay, cool,
Mm-hmm,
we'll do 10." You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? Because the guy was willing to step in and give up a good performance for him to
Yeah.
make the 10 rounds, like you say, slowing down in the second half of the fight. You know, it takes a lot, like I tell people, to get in that ring to make a living. That's a tough way to make a living.
Man, look, 3 minutes, if you're not used to it, can seem like a whole day
Yeah.
in that ring.
What I've learned being in there and spawn with, I'll be spawn with my fighters, my females,
Mm-hmm,
letting them beat me up sometimes
mm-hmm,
just to see where I'm at knowledge wise. So I could I'm saying, hey, here the guy at 56 years old with little nagging injuries.
mm-hmm,
I had to learn how to fight according to my injuries.
mm-hmm.
And I say, hey, okay, I'm slipping punches, this, that, and the other. May not to be able to move like I used to, but I grew in knowledge of how to use what I got. And that being said, the people on the outside looking in on the sport that never been in the ring, never threw a punch, never was hit at, never been punched on, never sent their body do a strenuous workout. Is levels to it. In all sports, is levels to it. Shout out to the New York Knicks for winning their championship, for third championship in 53 years. Shout out to them. You know, I was pulling for the Spurs because I like the kid Wemby. Um, but the Knicks wanted it. This was now or never for them guys. It was 53 years, and I'm sure they ain't wanted to be another 53 years. It was now or never. This was a matchup that was made in heaven for the Knicks because we talk about it all the time, Mr. Will. The road to a championship level, me and you could sit back and say they had an easy road to the NFL championship. But the championship game, they got pushed a little bit because they done went through all three games leading to the Super Bowl. But then you got that team that's gritty. Every game they win is by 3 points, a field goal or less.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's a more appreciative when you get your hand raised, and this is just my opinion, pertaining to you running through everybody and it's being real easy. I don't know, man. Some people would say, well, they running through everybody. It's a superstar status type of finish. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
But I always, when the Ravens won their first Super Bowl, they couldn't even score a touchdown. Defense was winning the games in field goals. But in the Super Bowl, they put up 30-something points. They couldn't get the ball out of the air. But my message is you get out what you put in. And I'm glad that you got to see the fights last night and you could appreciate the 3 fights that you saw that intrigued you. Because it's hard to intrigue Mr. Will. And that was a win all goddamn by itself. Because you like what you like.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. And you got what you wanted last night. So that was a good thing, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a good thing. Anything you and I just go ahead, Mr. Will. Go ahead.
No, realistically, you called it because what it is with me and where my criticism comes from this place. And I've said it to you before on air. I like competitive fights. I don't like showcases. I don't like, you know what I mean, where one guy's just so much better than his opponent and all that kind of stuff. I don't care for that. I want to see you deal with some adversity, whoever it is, you know, the A side, whatever. I want to see you in a fight. I want to see what you do when you're pressed, when you're hurt and have to come back. If you just all the time winning, that gets to be a drag after a while. So, like I said, that's what made boxing so compelling, the drama back in the day. And you don't get that now. You don't get, like Triple G used to say, you don't get the big drama show nowadays. That's what made boxing. It was the theater of the unexpected. The one fight that stands out in that lane is, for me, Mike Weaver and John Tate. Mike Weaver lost 14 and a half rounds of a 15-round fight and came back and knocked John Tate out in the last 30 seconds of the fight. That's what I'm talking about. Drama. Put them to sleep too, Squeeze. I mean, you know, they just throw a blanket over them in the ring, turned the lights off, rolled out, just left them there, man. It was that bad.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, you look that one up on YouTube. You know, I'm always telling you to look something up on YouTube.
Yeah.
That fight was crazy.
That's one of those fights where, to me, never count me out. I'm one punch away.
Huh.
You could be one punch away.
Yeah.
For turning the tables.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the Knicks. The Knicks, San Antonio was Tate, and the Knicks was the other guy you named.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spurs was blowing the Knicks out in all 5 games in the first half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But the Knicks through the final knockout punch. And shook up the sports world. Cause everybody was like, here we go again. Here go old Knicks. They ain't, you know what I mean? But I noticed it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. I know that sound a little corny.
Not
There's
at all.
some people that don't understand resilience and perseverance and fortitude. Because every day I go to work, I see the biases and the favoritism. And people don't like you because they see the life in you. And when your name is mentioned, people laugh or smile. You're a joy to be around. I try to hang my hat on that. You know, I got one of the best evaluations my whole 12 and a half years on this job, this early part of the year. What was told to me in that one-on-one evaluation basically was, I can't deny what you're bringing to the sport of work. You're inspiration. You keep the morale up. You on time hours before your shift start. You do what's asked of you. You held it down when your center went out, blew his quad muscle. You stepped it up. And here I'm late in my career. When my center went down, I'm like, I can't drop 35 no more. I can't average 35 no more. But I said in my head, and I prayed every day, if I could just manage the game and keep us in it so we win in the end. If I could keep the score close and my knowledge of the sport of working can keep me in the game at 56 years old. I was proud of myself with the nagging injuries I have. And I keep saying in my head, keep going. God ain't gonna put nothing on you that you can't handle. It's gonna be a tough road, rocky, bumpy. But I'm breeding you to be a champion. And was one of the best interviews I ever had in 12 and a half years.
That's a good deal.
6 years old.
That's a good deal.
So that's sports. Why I gave that message, and then this message wasn't about me. I just used me to help y'all understand what sports is about. It's about everyday life, man. You going out there and the odds are against you, but you keep on pushing. Some people crash out, lose their mind, and can't handle the pressure. But then you got some people that's just resilient. They bend, but they don't break. Now, my next question to you is, do you think Bam Rodriguez, and I hate to make these statements, but just for the sake of conversation, do you I'm not gonna say ready. I can, but sometimes it could be so cliche to me. Do you think he can step into the ring with Inoue next?
Of course I do. But before I get into really answering that question on a thorough level, I owe you an apology. You were right. Remember we talked about the thing going on at the White House? It is this weekend. It's tonight. I
Oh,
said it
okay.
was around the 4th because they never set a date. They would always talk about it was celebrating the 250th year of this country and all that stuff. So I thought it would be around the 4th, but it's tonight.
Oh,
Just for
okay.
the
Yeah, all right,
record.
Mr. Will. I
But
mean,
yeah, I do. Yeah, he's ready for Inoue without a doubt. Matter of fact, that's going to be an instant classic when they hook it up. That's going to be a great fight, man, for sure. Yeah, and my measuring stick was when he beat Juan Francisco Estrada. When he beat him and the way he beat him, even though Estrada was on his way out of the game, he was, pretty much, he had been through the rent cycle at that point, but still, he was a great fighter. So when I saw him handle him the way he did, I said, okay, yeah, this guy's ready. And I've been on his on his bandwagon ever since. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like Bam. I like Bam.
awesome, awesome. What's going on, chat?
Hey, I came in at the
What's
right
going
time.
on,
I hear
chat?
what's going on, Mr. Will. What's going on,
Hey,
sweet? I
what's
come in at the
happening?
right
What's happening,
time.
City?
I hear Mr. Will saying he likes somebody. I'm happy at that.
Uh,
I'm happy at that in itself. What's going on, man? Hey, shout out to the New York Knicks. Shout out to Bam Rodriguez, man. There was a lot going on last night for sports.
yeah, yeah, man. Sometimes this is the weirdest part of all about boxing. It's its worst enemy, in the sense the way they schedule TV fights, because they'll
Yeah.
have 10 cards on in one night or nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which they their own competition. I don't get it. Then you got the UFC that usually has a card on at the same time. So they really shooting themselves in the foot. Matter of fact, they blowing their whole leg off every time they do that.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
I don't get it.
Dang.
What's wrong, Squeak?
These numbers, y'all.
What it was?
3 digit was Christmas Day, 502, and 4 digit was one of my pets. I ain't played though. I played 1981. It came 7919 because
1970.
891 came back on a repeat 918 891. So I went with that in the 4 digit.
What the 5
But
was?
the 5 was 15565. The day's date with 2 5s.
Mm.
The day's date with 2 5s. 15565.
Mm. 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 One day I'm gonna give all of it up. The lottery, all of it. What do you think about Adrian Broner saying on his latest interview that Devin Haney is number 1, Tank number 2, and Shakur number 3? I'm gonna watch that interview today.
I
I
ain't
keep
see
hearing.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
watch
I
it
stay
today.
watching on Kick. I stay watching on Kick. He said, and what contact did he
That's what
say?
I'm wondering.
And he must be talking about now. You know what? You just said that, and before I came on here, Tank was on my mind. And
Mm-hmm.
what was on my mind? I said, if Schofield dad was on the show, what I would say to him. And the first thing I would say to him is, hey man, shout out to you for being in your son's life, or being a father. I don't know how y'all personal relationship, I ain't none of my business, but you being in his life, walking through him with his career, I gotta take my hat off to you for that. But you wasting your time calling out somebody that right now ain't loving the sport, ain't caring about the sport. Everybody else caring about it more than what he is. Move on, man. Move on. It's a lot of other big names out there. Leave that alone, man. If that man don't come on and call y'all out and say he want to fight y'all, leave it alone. You calling out somebody that don't have that passion for the sport no more because of the dirty stuff that goes on behind closed doors. He's tired of it. So evidently, why you keep calling somebody out that's not feet on the ground mentally locked in on the sport, to me is a waste of time. I'd have been moved on. Yeah, I'd have been moved on. It's a lot of
They trying to force it.
yeah. You try and make the girl go with you, and she don't like you, but you forcing yourself on her. You know what I mean? That's stalking. That's stalking. Leave it alone. On to the next one. And see, a lot of people don't know, and I get what he's saying. This is a big money fight for kids, family, and for generational wealth for his kids or whatever. But sometimes you got to get 5 slices of the pie. You just can't get one and put the pie down. Don't happen like that for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to take, if your son a killer and a destroyer, for him to get the 50 million, let's send him do 4 fights. He's still going to get the 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not going to be able to get it at one time because it's not there for you to get. Now you're looking like a bad promoter. You're looking like a bad dad. You're being selfish. Now, let's move a different way.
If you was Kid Austin, Dad, which way would you go?
The way I just said. Hey, senior, I would go where the light at.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can see the light at, senior. I'm keep going down this dark tunnel where there's no light. I would go where the light at. Just like you did when your son was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, yesterday was yesterday. Today, I want you to let your hands go a little bit more. You was acting like you was being hesitant. All he want to do is hug and grab. You got to turn your opponent. Mm-hmm. Stop walking straight down. You can't walk through everybody. You got to use your head a little bit, box a little bit more. You got to go where the light at. That's what way I would go, senior. To answer your question.
How about you, Mr. Will? What way would you go, Mr. Will?
Well, the same thing Squeeze said. Let him fight a number of fights, basically to self-promote. Because right now he's not a household name or anything. So I don't know how he's clamoring to try to get 50 mil out of a fight.
That's Floyd Kid Schofield.
Yeah, I mean he's not known like that. I'm saying to the casuals, a lot of people don't even know him. You got to really be invested. You got to be really a Boston fan to even know who he is. He's got one semi significant win on his record, and that's against Tevin Farmer, who was damaged goods anyway, far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Man, look, have you ever noticed that little nervous twitch he's got where nowadays when you see him, he's doing this all the time? I've
Yeah,
never seen anything like that, man. It's like you could tell it's a nervous system issue going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta also admit he's compromised because he's basically, I don't even think he can see out of both eyes. I really
yeah.
don't. So it's been guys that got through boxing like that didn't have good vision, like David Reed was one. Joe
Yeah,
Frazier. They said he was blind in one eye. Aaron Pryor, at the end of his career, he was blind in one eye. When he came back to boxing for that one fight that he lost, he at that point in time he was blind in one eye. If you notice, for the rest of his life, you saw him, he was wearing glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was blind in one eye. He had cataracts and real bad, and took his vision.
They said Tevin Farmer got Tourette's. That's why he do that.
yeah.
No,
He's
that's not
sick.
Tourette's. That's not Tourette's.
Well,
Tourette's is where people blurt out stuff like, they like just start cussing for no reason, and that's Tourette's. That's a nervous issue. That's a nervous system issue. Something going on with his nervous system. No, that's not Tourette's.
D33284 said, "Excuse you, Mr. Will. It is." He said he had it.
Okay, he might have Tourette's too, but that's not Tourette's. That's not Tourette's. That's a nervous issue. Nervous system issue. But like I said, to look up what Tourette's is. Tourette's is like, you've heard of people. Somebody did it recently, and it was real. It was notarized in the media real heavy, where somebody blurted out the N-word somewhere, some white person, and it was a big deal. It was like a matter of months ago. That's Tourette's.
Yeah, but the answer, Pooh, in the comments, that kid TV. I disagree if he's trying to get the title squeeze. Officially, Tank still holds the WBA title, so it's either fight or Tank drops the scrap. That's the truth. Well, I don't like to go back and forth with people on their perception of how they think or where they get their sources from. I get mine from the powers that be. And one thing I know for sure is that one thing Tank ain't worrying about is titles. When Tank won his first belt, he forgot he even had the belt. Calvin had to call him and tell him, "Is you gonna get your belt?" He say, "No, keep it and hold it." Tank don't worry about them belts because Tank ain't trying to pay $500,000 to keep them. That's number one. That's how I know Tank ain't worrying about no title. Tank wanna knock you out and take his millions and go off riding to the sunset. He's not worrying about no titles. When he first started, maybe. But now this point in his career, he not worrying about no titles. Yeah.
Which I
Miss
think is
Melanin
good.
Queen, I know, but you can't tell Mr. Will nothing. He educated. He's an educated man. You can't tell him nothing.
I was just
We all
going to
we
say,
all
I think it's genius, and I'm glad he's doing that because those sanctioning bodies are robbing people. What I was getting ready to say before I was cut off, but yeah, I agree with that. I agree with Tank on that.
Yeah, I believe Terrence Crawford asked him where the money going. They still ain't tell him. I
Exactly.
think that's
Yeah,
it was Terrence Crawford asked like, where the money going.
that's right.
Yeah, don't nobody want to pay no
No,
$500,000. After you the one in there fighting, putting your life on the line, beating your body up, risky putting your, like I say, putting your life on the line. All it takes is one punch. Look at the
Yeah.
Adonis Stevens. One of the hardest punches there was known to man, explosive. Look what happened to him. He'll never be the same. He's a shell of himself from one punch.
I go through training camp, get in the ring and fight, and motherfucker that just set with a suit on come tell me, hey, here go your belt, and you owe me 500,000. Man, that should have been, you know what I mean, gone a long time ago.
$500,000. Then you gotta pay taxes on top of that. Now you want $1 million, but you gotta pay 500,000, and
Which
you
is
gotta pay
half.
the state. You gotta pay state taxes. Then you gotta pay everybody who took time out, hotels, accommodations, food, travel.
So
You got
you
a
end up
million
with
for
about
the fight, but you'll
$3,000.
wind up with
About
fifty
three.
thousand
What
dollars
up,
Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
true. That is true.
After $1 million, you going home, and then child support. Then you got
Damn.
$75.
Damn.
I'm making
Ain't
more
lying.
than I'm making more than you, and I ain't put my life on the line.
Yeah. That's how it is.
All I'm doing is getting up, making it to work, and doing my job, and I get paid for the hours that I work. Here, you got somebody, you go and do the same thing I do, but you got somebody digging in your pocket. You got somebody digging in your pocket. Thanks for going out making that money. Now where mine at?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Where mine at? Thanks.
It ain't about
I win when you win.
it ain't about paying to play in life, Ms. Mona. Everybody, you gotta pay taxes on, you know what I mean, no matter how you look at it. You're gonna be taxed, but what they got going on, Ms. Mona, come on now. Them sanctioning fees are highway robbery.
Yes.
That's strong arm robbery without a
It
gun
is.
or a mask.
It is.
That's under that old law, you know what I mean, when the mob was heavy in there, you know what I mean? That it had to work like that. You know what I mean? They extorting shit. That shit need to be updated.
$500,000 ain't no chump change.
It's $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. That's ain't ain't nobody ain't no chump change now.
Hell no. You know what I mean? But the way it's gonna get robbed, it definitely ain't gonna be no chunk chain.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You talking about they tax the doctor. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah, but shout out the Knicks and 53-year drought. Um and I gotta give Jalen Brunson his respect
Mm-hmm.
because I was one of the ones who ain't cared too much. I didn't care too much about his game. Um, to me, to me personally, he's a flopper. He flops a lot, and that just takes and rub me the wrong way. The flopping is just ridiculous, and I think he's like they talk about LeBron, but I think he's like king of the floppers. But after what I seen in this series, or definitely last night, and it made me take and crown him as king of the hill because the moves this dude made last night, he knew flopping wasn't going to get it. He dug in this trick bag and he say is now or never. And I felt that effort in him. So I had to give him the crown of the league. Right now, he's king of the league, uh, MVP of the finals. Definitely deserve it. Actually, arguably, should have been MVP of the league, if you ask me. Because if you remove Jalen Brunson from the Knicks, it's no Knicks without the engine that could. So I had to sit back almost in tears watching him at the post game interview when the lady asked him, could you put it in the words? He said he couldn't. But all the people that doubted him, saying he was too small, why they spent all that money on him, and for him to reach the pinnacle of the sport the way he did, props out to him, man. I gotta give props without, I'm not hating on nobody's success. And he earned every bit of it the blue collar way. I'm spoiled because I'm used to the Michael Jordans of the world and the Kobe Bryants, the Shaquille O'Neals, the Hakeem Olajuwons. Never liked Larry Bird. I never liked him. Never liked Larry Bird. For them to say, I don't care what nobody say. Larry Bird was an all-pro team. Mr. Will could have played on that team and been successful.
Damn.
That's my opinion. The greatest shooter to me that ever lived was Steph Curry. Steph Curry.
Huh?
He would shoot Larry Bird lights out.
All right, who under Steph Curry?
Shooting wise?
Yeah. Give me your top 5 shooters.
I would go Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Bird would be in the 5. He would be in the 5, but I think he just was a hype job to me. Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Is we talking about just shooters or 3-point shooters? What are we talking about?
You say your best shooter. Tell me your best shooter. I heard you ran through 3 of them already, and I ain't hear Big Shot name once.
Your opinion? You ain't heard one?
Big Shot got 4 rings off being a shooter.
Oh shit! We gonna say that that's the case. I'm gonna shut this conversation down with the greatest player that ever put on a pair of tennis shoes, Michael Jordan. Snuff all of that.
Oh,
snuff all of that. Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Larry Bird, Steph Curry, and they say Luka. I mean, that ain't a bad list.
No, Luka ain't bad.
That ain't a bad list. That what my people just say. Witty. I wasn't doing a bad list.
See, but this what I will say. Like, you can't do like Larry Bird versus Steph Curry as the best shooter because of the eras of the game. Steph Curry playing in it with his geared for shooters. You see what I'm saying? Larry Bird was back when it was physical.
It was.
It's two different eras in the game. So it's like, because I was watching something the other day, and it made sense. Like, you can't really compare because we're going through eras, different styles of the game being played differently for every great that you refer to. When you look at Rodman, look at Rodman back then look at what's my man name from Golden State now? What's his name?
Curry?
No, the black dude. One that's always think he a bully.
Draymond Green.
That's Dennis Rodman in a different era.
Yeah.
He don't get the boards like that. He ain't no animal on the board, but I'm just saying, like, the same type of, you know what I mean? The eras are different, so you can't they go to their eras, great to their eras. You can't really.
Steph Curry played in any era. But that marksmanship, Michael Jordan could have played in any era.
Of course, because he came from. Look where he came. Look at the era he came from.
Hakeem Olajuwon could play in any era.
The era he came from.
Tim Duncan could have played in
Look
any
at the era he came from.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could have played in any era.
Guess.
Elgin Baylor could have played in any era. The late great Jerry West could have played in any era.
I'm ready to make everybody mad. Your great couldn't have played in every era. You're great. Not MJ. LeBron couldn't play in any era. LeBron couldn't play against the Pistons.
Did I name LeBron?
No. That's why I just threw that out there. I don't think LeBron.
I ain't name him.
I think the Pistons broke LeBron. Bill Laimbeer. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's go back. Name any boxer that could have fought in any era.
Terrence Crawford.
That's one.
Chavez.
That's two.
Hands of Stone.
That's three.
Ray Leonard.
That's four.
I'm gonna say nephew.
That's five.
Cause nephew still trained under the old law. You see what I'm saying? He still operate under the old. You know what I mean? Shit.
Any Tank, any
yeah.
Muhammad Ali, any
yeah, hell yeah.
Smoking Joe Frazier, any the late great Smoking Joe Frazier, any you welcome boxing, Dad.
Well, Coach Dion, what's going on, Coach Dion? He don't play about that, but hey, Coach Squeeze, you made that hard right. Coach Dion started smiling.
Yeah.
He started smiling, sit this smooth. We put his pinky in the air.
I'm just being, when I say in any I look at their style and their fortitude and their grit.
Oh, another one, Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Yeah, Purnell,
Sweet Pea Whitaker with his aerobatics and his defensive prowess.
And his heart. Because that dude will fight anybody. For him not to not have a punch, he would step to anybody. He didn't get in there and just run from everybody. He fought toe to toe with guys too. That's why I have so much respect for him. For him not to be a big puncher, he would stand there with anybody.
He was so elusive in the pocket.
Of course.
He was so elusive in the pocket. When you got the ability to slip and elude, you don't need a bunch of power.
But he didn't just depend on that elusiveness. He would, like I said, he would fight when he had to. You know, he would buckle down, stand there and fight with you if he had to. He was a tough guy. He was definitely tough.
Marvin Hagler.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Definitely.
Thomas Hitman Hearns.
I already say you're man too, though. You're man. You can't understand nothing me saying now. But James Toney.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Boxing Dad say MQ27.
No, he out in the Melanin Queen.
Oh, all right. I'm going to say, what fight is that? Yeah.
Hey, Coach Dion, we got set it up. Get Demario on here too, Coach Dion.
Hey, Squeeze, we got to do our show we were talking about real soon, maybe tomorrow. The one we were talking about, greatest fights through the years or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Mr. Will, how you go to Squeeze? You supposed to
no, Squeeze brought it up. I just brought it to him because he brought it up recently. That's all.
You supposed to be senior. You supposed to raise your hand. Senior, I have an idea, and then see if I call on you.
Mr. Senior.
No, me and Squeeze ready to talk for a second. Grown folks talking. No, I'm just messing with you, Mr. Will. Squeeze crazy shit.
Shit. But yeah, man, whenever you want to, let me know.
Yo, this dude funny. Look, check this out. Mr. Will, that gonna be something we gonna have to, I'm gonna have to go in the archives and make sure I got everything documented and so I could be bringing the facts and what I'm talking. So that show would be down the road. It couldn't be tomorrow night because I don't have
okay.
time
See, I can
to
do it tomorrow.
go on and dig up all the greatest fights that could take a lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
To be honest, not being sarcastic.
No, I know.
Maybe we'll do 2 or 3 fights of our own.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do like a top 5, top 10 or something. Y'all just gotta let me know so I can set it up. Top 5
of our own. You know. Yeah. And
like your top, it's gonna have to be like your top 5 squeeze and then Mr. Will top 5 because Mr. Will top 5 ain't gonna measure up to your top 5.
Yeah.
You might have a black fight on there. Mr. Will gonna have 2 Mexicans, an African, and a white guy. You know what I mean? Somebody from the UK talking about he was the best boxer of all time. He just ain't get over here fast enough to make it to be. Yeah, Mr. Will get.
I don't know why this guy gets on air and try to insult me every show. I don't understand.
I just repeat what you say, Mr. Will.
No, you ain't repeat what I say. That's the way you interpret it.
I just repeat what you say.
No, you're not repeating what I say. You interpret it that way.
You'll say
loud and clear.
A man that get on here that talk about somebody from the UK being aggressive.
Right. And you heard me say many times, I don't like UK fighters. So what is that?
Oh my God, yo.
You've heard me say that many times.
That's why I
say this man just
the man say a fighter from the UK is the greatest fighter of all time.
You heard him,
man.
Yeah,
it is laughable.
Come on, man.
Oh, he is, man.
No, I never said anything.
You can't do Mr. Will like that,
man. You know how Mr. Will is, man.
Oh, man.
But I'm saying, though, he would have got over here in time to get that fight. He would have been the man. I'm telling you, I was watching him, and I'm telling you,
he would have got over here in time.
He had everything. He was the one. I'm telling you. I would have put him up against any black fighter. He would have destroyed any black fighter. He'd have got over here in time. He just, I don't know if he couldn't get his visa or something, but I'm telling you, I was watching this guy. His overhand was, oh my God. Yeah, you know how Mr. Will gets, sweet.
The man over there capping like I don't know what. I don't do that. I've never said nothing about a UK fighter.
Coach Dion, what was up the record this weekend?
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, what was the record, Coach Dion?
I seen Superfly. I know D Malik won, and they the only 2 that I seen.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I just thought about something too, y'all. They had a sideshow on early yesterday. Tommy Fury and Big Van Vader. That looked crazy, man. They had this big old swole up, muscle bound guy fighting Tom. Man, that was the worst, man. That fight was terrible. That fight looked like some WWE sideshow stuff, man. It really did.
So he's over there cracking up. So he are.
Yo.
You all right, Squeeze?
Yeah. Yo said some swole up WW.
Yeah, man. I'm serious. You would have to see it to believe
Mr.
it.
Will terrible. Oh, shucks.
Man, pull up the highlights of Tommy Fury fight.
Oh my God, yo.
Wait till you see. You'll see what
yo said some sideshow.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
Squeeze is over here crying, Mr. Will. Like,
I see him.
Yo, Mr.
That's
Will
what it's all about.
Yo, put them peoples out there hard.
Oh man, pull up the highlights. You're gonna say the same thing. Oh, I gotta give us a shout out to Squeeze. We said man was gonna do it last night.
Didn't I, Mr. Will? Yeah. Didn't I?
Man, I gotta see. Did y'all see the O'Shea Jones fight?
No, I was watching.
No,
it was a draw. It was a draw again. She retained her titles, but it was a draw. I think that was a rematch fight or the third time they fought, and it was a draw. I want to see like what's going on there. Like, I gotta look into that too.
Yeah, definitely,
I
man.
watched like a few minutes of it. I think I fell asleep on because I do remember seeing a little bit of it, but I was laying down watching this stuff. By that time, I was done, you know,
Why you had to go to sleep on that fight? Why you trying to put it out there like
because I had
they
already
put you to
watched
sleep
the
or something?
boxing all day long that day. I was tired by that point.
Well, you did better than me. You seen more than what I saw.
Because that Fury card started about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Oh
I was
shit!
They,
I
done.
knew I wasn't catching that.
Yeah.
I was in the lottery trying to win some daggone money.
And nothing wrong with that.
1 o'clock yesterday. Oh man, we went to this my job had a crab feast on the water.
Oh damn!
Out Middle River, nice crabs, DJ music, couple
Oh
giveaways,
damn!
hamburgers, hot dogs, pulled chicken, pulled beef. You know what I mean? Food was good right there on the water. Nice little situation yesterday.
Damn! That was nice. David Lynch shouting everybody out. What up, David
Okay,
Lynch?
what up, David?
What's the day?
100, man. Appreciate to see y'all in here. Top of the afternoon, the top of the evening. I mean afternoon, man. Man, hell of a show, man. As always, Mr. Will. Uh, very entertaining. I enjoy being on here with him, man, because if I'm feeling down, all he say one or two things and it wakes me up. So I needed that laugh.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Now that was singing. That was singing with that
I
What?
laugh.
needed that laugh. Definitely, man.
I
And shout
seen you come to the gym that time with that Connor Ben t-shirt on. I love Connor Ben t-shirt on.
See, there you go. There you go.
what?
He always take it too far, man. You got to laugh
Squeeze.
for the
All right,
day.
squeeze.
There you go.
This how you know it was real.
There you go.
He had the J's on the match.
There you go.
Uh-oh. There
He
go
had
my
the
boy.
Jordans on the match the shirt.
He's
You know how you
striking.
get
There you
down,
go.
Squeeze.
He's striking.
There you go.
On that note, all assets international closing arguments.
Man, do something nice for somebody this week, man. And everybody, man, stay hydrated. It's getting hot, summertime. Be
Yup.
on the lookout, man. These people out here getting more and more desperate.
Yup.
Man, make sure your spidey senses is working. If something don't
Yeah.
feel right, pay attention and go the other
Yup,
way.
yo.
Ain't nothing wrong with living to see another day.
Yup, yo. Mr. Will.
Love, peace, and granola.
And on that note, I'ma just close with all the fighters from Upton Boxing to the cards that was on last night. All the guys that's dreaming big on having a successful life and being able to do some of the things that people came before them never got a chance to do. This is shout out for y'all guys. May God touch each and every one of their minds, their physical bodies, and the people that surround them to encourage them, not tear them down. And on that note, it's all Access International. Coach Calvin, Limp All Smarmy, aka the Bible, Coach Kenny, Mr. Will, keep it greasy, the comb easy. Keep y'all prayers for Miss Lloyd Reed Loyalty Promotions and your boy Coach Squeeze, aka the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Peace.